Hi, I'm Nova, and I am grocery shopping for a strawberry dessert.
And I'm Kelly, and I'm gonna turn her picks into a dessert worthy of strawberry shortcake.
This is I Shop, You Cook. I'm just so excited.
What's your favorite meal of the day? Breakfast, lunch, or dinner?
Freaking me strawberry.
Yeah. If you look over at the produce aisle, I think you'll find that very ingredient. You see it?
I think so. I think I can. I'm picking strawberries. So hard to choose. Maybe some juice. I'm picking apple juice.
Cool.
I know jam is so yummy.
Yeah?
I'm picking jam. I know I saw lemons, but I was all the way over here. I'm picking lemons.
Oh my gosh, this is a very fruity treat here.
What is the last item? I think we need something that's good. I'm picking gingerbread man.
All right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Excellent.
Time to send this to Kelly.
Do you think this is gonna be real good?
Yeah, I think real delicious.
All right, let's see what she got for me. Okay, I'm seeing gorgeous strawberries. Those are delicious. Gingerbread cookies, apple juice, strawberry jam, and lemons. I love lemons. This is a good choice. I mean, this is a good shopping spree. Nova really looked out for me. These are all delicious ingredients. Since Nova obviously loves strawberries, I'm gonna make her a strawberry dessert inspired by Strawberry Shortcake, who has a new series on YouTube called The Berry Best Baking Show. Okay, so we're gonna make our strawberry jam first, but we need to cut up some strawberries. We're just gonna cut the tops off and then cut them in half. We need like 4 cups of berries. These are gorgeous. Berries are in season. So when you're shopping for strawberries, obviously you wanna make sure they're bright red, firm, and not bruised anywhere. The deeper red they are, the sweeter they're gonna be. So now we're gonna add some lemon juice. The lemon is gonna do 2 things. One, it's gonna add a nice flavor and acidic to the sweetness of the berries, but it's also gonna help release the strawberry's natural pectin, and the pectin is what makes the jam thicken up and get stiff. So we're just gonna add like 1 lemon. Okay, so I know I have strawberry jam to work with, but I'm gonna make my own for 2 reasons. 1, I can control the amount of sugar that's in jam, and 2, I think it's gonna have a better, fresher strawberry flavor. I have an idea for the store-bought strawberry jam for later, but for now, I'm gonna use this jam to make cute hand pies. So next ingredient in our jam is some sugar, and then our apple juice. We're just gonna pour enough, probably like half a cup, to fill the bottom of the pan. This is gonna do 2 things. It's gonna make sure the strawberries don't burn, and it's gonna cook down and really add a nice syrupy flavor. Let's turn our stove on, stir it together. Look how bright red these are. They're so pretty. Okay, so we're gonna bring this to a boil over a high heat. So now that it is boiling, you can see bubbles all over the surface. We're gonna reduce the heat to medium and cook it for 30 to 45 minutes, stirring occasionally until the strawberries have broken down. It's syrupy and jammy and smells good. So your jam should look like this. There's little bubbles on the surface. Strawberries have broken down. It's visibly thicker, but you don't want to overcook it where it's too thick, because as it cools, it thickens more. So this is exactly what we're looking for. But she's perfect. She's thick. All right, so while this is cooling down, we're gonna make our pie dough. Okay, so these cookies are throwing me for a loop. Not because it's a cookie, but because it's ginger. I feel like these are good. I think it might complement it if I just add a little bit to the pie dough. So we're gonna crush up some cookies. I'll add 1 more. So we're gonna put them in the food processor and just finely crush them. Okay, you don't wanna go too far, because then you get cookie butter, which, hindsight, that would have been delicious if I made cookie butter. But we're gonna sift it into a bowl. And I'm doing this because I want to take out any of the big chunks, because I don't want those big chunks in my pie dough. So here we just have like really finely ground cookies, but it's gonna act as a flour. So we're gonna set that aside, and then to the same food processor, we're gonna add some flour, a little bit of sugar, some salt, because you need salt, just a pinch. This is gonna help bring out all the flavors of the pie dough. We're gonna add those crushed up cookies. We're gonna run this until they're evenly combined. So what's pie dough without butter? And we're gonna use a lot of it. This is really cold butter that we've cubed up. We're gonna put the top on one more time, and we're just gonna pulse it until the butter is small chunks and incorporated in the flour. The butter should be like pea size. So this is what we want. All of the butter is evenly chopped and coated in the flour. Put the top back on. Now with the machine running, we're gonna drizzle in some ice cold water. We want the water to be ice cold because we don't want it to melt that butter that we just worked so hard on. So once you've added the water, you just wanna see if it comes together when you press it. All right, so once the dough is the consistency we want, we're gonna dump it out onto the counter, and we're just gonna push it together to shape a rough circle. We don't wanna work the dough too much because that would overwork the gluten, and then you would have a tough crust, and we don't want that. If you've accidentally added too much water, just add a little more flour and you can bring it back. Now that we have shaped a rough circle, we're gonna wrap it in plastic wrap and put it in the fridge for about an hour until it gets firm, and then we can roll it out for our pie dough. All right, we have our chilled pie dough. We're gonna roll it out, but first we just wanna take a little bit of flour and spread it on our work surface so the dough doesn't stick when we roll it out. All right, sprinkle some flour on top and on your rolling pin, and then we're just gonna roll it out. I like to give it a roll, turn it a quarter, do it again. I just think it makes it easier to roll out. It doesn't matter if it's a perfect circle because we're just gonna cut some hearts out and then roll it back together and do it again. All right, so when I'm using a cookie cutter, I like to dust it in some of our bench flour so then it doesn't stick to the dough. So, the cute little heart. Okay, and then we're just gonna keep doing that. I think I can probably get about 6 hearts out of this dough so I can make 3 little hand pies. Look at that. I don't even have to re-roll it. I got 6. So if you needed to make more, just bunch it back together and then you can roll it back out and cut out as many shapes as you want. You can also stick this in your freezer for the next time you wanna make hand pies. It'll be just as good. All right, I'm just gonna clean up my station a little bit and then we'll get to assembling. So our jam has cooled up. It's nice and thick. Look at that consistency. Also, it's so bright red. I mean, that's gorgeous. We're gonna take our gorgeous jam and just add a dot to 3 of them. We don't wanna overfill it because then it will leak out the sides. All right, so then we're just gonna brush some egg wash around the edges so it will seal the top layer. All right, so then we're gonna take another heart and place it right on top and press around the edges to seal. We don't want any of that jam to fall out. And then just repeat that with the remaining 2. And then as an extra insurance policy, we're just gonna crimp the edges to make sure the 2 pieces are sealed shut. And just like the cookie cutter, I'm dipping the fork in some flour to make sure it doesn't stick to the dough. We're gonna go put these in the freezer for about an hour because I want them to be firm when I decorate them. So BRB. So I already know these are gonna taste great, but I want Nova to be super excited when she sees these. So we're gonna go a little over the top and paint little strawberries on top because Nova deserves the best. So we have edible paint. You can find this online or at like a baker store. And we're just gonna make little strawberry shapes. And you don't want the paint to be too thick. You want it to be kind of thin. Then we're gonna go in with some green paint and make the stem. I like to do like 3 little stems and then like 1 across the top. Now we're just gonna add the seeds to the strawberry with this white paint. Look how cute. And then lastly, I'm just gonna put some pink polka dots all around it just to add some extra flair and because I think it's so cute. Okay, so now that these are done, they are looking so good. I'm gonna go bake them at 350 degrees for 10 to 12 minutes. I have not forgot about that store-bought jam, so while these bake, I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do. So I'm thinking with that jam, I'm gonna make a strawberry lemonade. So to start lemonade, you need to make simple syrup. So we're gonna do equal parts of water and sugar. And then my husband actually does this trick. He makes the best lemonade and he puts lemon zest into the simple syrup. And people always ask like, what is that? Why does this taste so good? And I swear it's from the lemon zest. It just infuses more lemon flavor. It's delicious. So just gonna take some of the peels. Then we're gonna cook this turn it on. All right, so we're just gonna cook this over low heat for 5 to 10 minutes until the sugar's dissolved, and then we'll make our lemonade. So we'll start with a little bit of water, some freshly squeezed lemon juice, and then our simple syrup. Give it a stir. Also, can we have a moment for this picture? How cute is this drink picture? It looks just like the strawberries I drew, doesn't it? All right, so we'll just give this a good mix, and then finally, we're gonna use some of that store-bought strawberry jam. So I thought strawberry lemonade is delicious, but what if we made a creamy strawberry lemonade? Almost like, so what about a creamy strawberry lemonade? So we're gonna use some of that jam to make a cold foam that's gonna sit on top of the lemonade, and then you can stir it in and it's like a creamy, refreshing drink. So we're just gonna add like 2 tablespoons of jam to the bottom of our cup, add some heavy cream, and then we'll use this immersion blender to thicken it up, almost so it's like whipped cream. This is perfect. It's almost like a pink cloud, just waiting for her. Obviously, we had to get the matching glass. So we're gonna add some ice, add some lemonade, and then we're gonna add our cold foam on top. All right, and then we'll just smooth out the top and add a cute little strawberry on the side for garnish. I mean, what kid is not gonna like this? This is like an ice cream float sundae. And if she likes strawberries as much as she says she does, she's gonna love this with our strawberry ham pies. All right, so this is what I came up with. We have our gorgeous ham pies. We have our creamy strawberry lemonade. I'm excited to get Nova in here and see what she thinks. I'm gonna leave so you guys can bring her in.
I'm ready for my strawberry dessert. Oh, they look so good. The cookies have strawberries and sprinkles. And I like that little strawberry on it. I'll go try the drink first. It is delicious. It tastes like lemons. That frosting is delicious. I'm ready to try the cookies. It tastes like soft butter. I love it. I just want to take this home. I like both of them because they are so delicious.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
This dessert is yummy.
Can I tell you a secret?
Mm-hmm.
I made it for you.
Thanks. You're the kindest chef ever.
Aw, do you think it's good?
Yes, it's very good.
Out of 10, from 1 to 10, 10 being the best, what would you rate this?
I think a 10 out of 10.
You would?
Yes.
Thank you. Oh, are you giving me a hug? Thanks, sweetie.
Yeah, I wanted to give you a hug.
That's so
Because
sweet.
you are the best chef.
You're the best. I think you're the best.
Oh, that's so kind.
Okay, I have a question. I need you to name this dish. You can name it anything in the world. What would you want to call it?
Diddums.
What does diddums mean?
Diddums means this food is the best. So I should better say better.
Well, Nova, thank you for letting me cook for you today.
You're welcome.
And thanks for being such a good grocery shopper.
Thanks. I like hello.
All right, can you say bye? Let's look at the camera and say bye. Ready?
Bye.